No, but
You know him. Didn't see you.
no.
Kitty!
Be careful of this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that your one?
Kitty!
No, it's not mine, but got a little.
So you can actually pre-book a rental car before you arrive and you pay for it either cash or booking online. You can pay by card, and then they actually wait for you at the ferry, like with those signs. It doesn't have your name, it's just got the company that you booked with, and then they take you, they drive the car here, and then you do the contract here and now, which we're kind of finalizing right now, which is pretty cool. So they just see your international driver's license. That's it. This might be our best car. We're in a Kia Picanto. It's got Bluetooth, which is great. So I've already hooked up to the music. And I think check-in is just after 1 p.m. and it's already after 1 p.m. But we're, just to make good use of our time, we're actually going to head to the other side of the island to get some food, which is also along a really nice beach. So let's do that, and then we're going to check in and check out. This place looks amazing as well. It's another Airbnb. I think it's called Adam's Suites or something like that. So look, every place we've been to this whole trip has been 10 out of 10. But anyway, let's see what the journey is like in the middle of Naxos, because Paros was really nice. Like lots of very hilly roads, which were just an absolute feast on the eyes. And the sky is beautiful and blue today, which is always makes me super happy. Makes it easier to look up. Let's go and enjoy the beautiful drive through inland of Naxos and then check in a little bit later. We just picked up the car and had a crazy drive through the mountains. There was actually these like abandoned mine shafts, like you can see where the old mine railway thing, they're like just sticking out of the mountain, and the hole's still there, which is, I'd love to check it out, but I'm also scared. So, but it looks pretty cool. But we just went through the mountains to a place called Lionas. And it's just a tiny, tiny town with this kind of cove-like waterfront. Predominantly pebbles and stuff, so it's not like a proper sandy beach or anything. Looks like the current is pretty strong here too. And we're actually here because there's a restaurant. Well, it seems like there's a couple of tavern restaurants. As soon as we got out of the car, one of the guys like, come, we gotta come in. And we're like, can you just give us a second? Because I think we're going to the other place, but it looks pretty amazing. Super mountainy. Like if you're not hiring a car on these small islands, I don't know what you're doing. You're missing out on major experiences if you're not hiring a car, because you just can't get everywhere on ATV. Some places like Naxos is actually bigger than Paros. But let's check this place out, have a bit of a look at the water, and also get some food.
Come to this little seaside village or small tiny town
and we're at a tavern called Ntoyzenia. It is known for its fresh fish because the fish is caught just right out there, and it looks absolutely wonderful here. Looking forward to the food. Can't resist, but I have to order the dolmades, the stuffed vine leaves again, and judging by how delicious this is, that's how I rate the restaurant. No, not really, but let's go for it. And these are quite well oiled. Usually they're dry, but this is dripping with oils. Oh. Look at that. That is maybe my favorite.
Oh no.
New contender.
Better
Nice
than Vatican.
balance of saltiness
Yeah.
and nice balance of lemoniness or sourness. Oh. So we just got the cheese pies. Oh, they're fresh. These are probably the freshest pies I've had. And this is a different variation to the Cretan cheese pies because this looks more like a puff. But that pastry, as I cut into it, it starts flaking. And look at that. That is just fresh. So this is the edge. But look at that cheese in there. Whoa. Look at that. Oh, and the pastry is golden. I'm gonna go in for this. Oh. The best cheese pie I've had. This is
Big call.
the pastry is fresh. I haven't really gone into the cheese, but let's do it now. Just a subtle hint of cheese, which infuses with that nice creamy pastry. This is the best cheese pie. The moment of truth is here. We've got the snapper, and this is really the first actual big fish I've had in Greece. And this is caught this morning, so it's gonna be super duper fresh. I'm gonna cut into the flesh. Look at the flaking on that. Oh. That looks absolutely perfect, and it's steaming because Dad has just been cooking this on the barbecue. Oh, and we've got cat friends, and he wants some as well. But I'm gonna get in for this bite.
We want to have the squids. Yeah. Yeah.
You can definitely taste that is fresh. Wow, such aromatic fish flavor, and there's a bit of bone, but that flesh is fresh. That is delicious.
No local wine too.
Let's go in for that potato. I love Greek potatoes. Oh. Never had potato in Greece like this. This is nice and soft, and it's just saute,
Where we are missing the dorado.
oregano, salt.
Yeah, we showed that one. It's massive.
Perfection. Gonna move on to the sardines. So I only asked for a couple of sardines. Only I like sardines, so I thought I'd order just a few, 3 to be exact. I like to usually eat these as a whole, but I can see it's got a fair few bones. I'll be careful. The flesh is soft, and if you're not a fan of sardines, you're not going to like these, but they're very good sardines. Very, almost fishy creamy. Chase it with a cherry tomato. Oh. Cherry tomatoes in Greece are underrated. They're so sweet and tomatoey, just intense tomato flavors. Chuck some lime on that pork skewers. Oh, that looks juicy. Look how seasoned it is. That's a well-seasoned skewer. Very delicious, salty, porky flavor, and that added barbecue taste. That's just the uniqueness of this place, because they put on that traditional barbecue. Absolutely delicious. What a meal. I think the highlight here was definitely the fish. I haven't had any fish since back at home. This is the highlight. It's caught fresh, and I'm gonna pay a little bit more for this fish just because of the environment where it's come from. But super lovely service, beautiful little kitchen, and a nice view as well out towards the ocean. But yeah, what an incredible meal.
I have a story time for you guys. We're driving with the windows down, and this has happened to us not once but twice this whole trip. I'd say I'm pretty unlucky. Maybe some would say that they're pretty lucky, but today we were driving through the mountains, just enjoying life, windows down, and a hornet flew into Lang's window, landed in between my legs on the car seat. I proceeded to scream very loud. Lang was like, what the fuck is going on?
It was funny.
He was laughing. I actually did a full backflip into the back seat. Was that pretty good?
I
Or was
didn't
it
know
more
what you were doing.
clumsy?
Like, I thought you were just going to leave it there. I didn't think. Want some food?
You didn't think what?
I didn't think you'd jump out like onto the back seat.
I freaked the fuck out. Anyway, I've been chased by hornets in the past in Brisbane. No, Melbourne. It was in Melbourne. And I was chased and stung multiple times. So I've got kind of bad juju vibes with hornets, even though the European ones are known to be friendly. But this thing came flying in, it hit its head, it was delirious, it didn't know where it was, so I didn't want to be its first target of retaliation. But thankfully it survived, and we pulled over. Lang got it out for me while I was hyperventilating in the back seat. But yeah, that happened only a few days ago again in Crete.
No.
Crete.
Oh yeah, we were in Crete.
Yeah, we were driving in the mountains and a wasp came in, and same thing, hit my foot, got knocked out and fell onto the floor, and then Lang had to get it out. But it survived as well. So if you're driving, if you're driving in Greece, just be mindful when you're driving with the windows down. A wasp or a bee or a hornet might come flying in, but don't kill it, please. It's probably dazed and confused. Just pull over and take it out safely.
You can talk.
What do you mean? Well,
You jumped in the back seat.
But I would never kill it though. As scared as I am, I would never kill it. I freaked the fuck out. I still managed to not touch it, so I think that's a win for everyone. We came, well, don't want to say that on camera. We just came back and checked in to our new humble abode, which looks amazing. We're actually going to go down to Naxos Old Town and watch the sunset. But look at this. Whoa!
It's literally going to set in like 10-15 minutes.
Yeah. Yesterday we managed to make it out to the port of Paros, and we literally saw the end of the sun going down.
It just popped down. It's like...
I'm not even joking, within 2 seconds it popped out of sight, and it was very bizarre to see. So hopefully we can beat this one walking down to the pier. It's still up quite high, so let's see if we can. So once again, super important to come to touristy spots like really early in the morning, especially if there's no entry time. You can come as early as you like, but we came here at sunset last night to the Apollo temple, and it was so busy. I think people were trying to take the perfect shot because the sun sets over there and that's the Apollo. I think people tried to get that perfect shot, which would be absolutely beautiful, but it was just a bit overcrowded. So we're here first thing in the morning to look at it from a different perspective, a new day. What is up? We are here up in the mountains, a place called Filoti in Naxos, and it's kind of got similar vibes to Lefkis and Paros, or just any like cool little village in the middle of the mountains. So we're going to walk around, have a little look-see,
Yep.
check the place out, and obviously beat the crowds. But it doesn't seem like it's too super busy with tourists here, which is great. Off season as well. So let's check out beautiful Filoti. So this whole area of Filoti used to house all of the tradespeople. So you see a lot of blacksmith stuff, like there's barbers, tailors, and they've just kept their little workshops open, which is really cool. 1965. They've just kind of kept these little workshops open for public to come in. Wow. That's so cool. Looks heavy. Oh, and that's how they fan the fire. It's like a torture chamber. Barber. Whoa, look at that. That is old as. That's sick. Wow. The pastry reminds me of my childhood. Oh, that's yum. We're here. We finally made it to Panermos, which is we're from Filoti. We came from Filoti, so it took about just under an hour. So it's not too far. Naxos is a huge island though, massive. But we just got greeted by the guy that runs this little restaurant tavern thing, and he's really helpful. He's just like, alright, this is how you get to the beach, this is how you get to the boat cruise thing. This guy's going to take your tickets, you can use the showers here, to these ones, and you can come have some food afterwards if you want. So what I've noticed here in Greece is that people aren't that pushy, so even if you're walking past like a club or a restaurant or something, they'll just come up to you and like share the information about their place. They'll give you like a little pamphlet or a business card, and then they'll just be like, think about it, and then you can come back. So it's like not pushy at all, which is really cool. So yeah, super helpful guy. But we're doing the boat cruise, so we're going to go pick up the tickets. I believe that they operate at 1 p.m, 3 p.m, and 5 p.m. So I'm going to actually try to get on to the 1 p.m. Doesn't look that busy, so I think we should be sweet. And hopefully go and visit some grottos, which haven't really had a chance to explore. Hopefully they have life jackets for laying.
I'm gonna swim.
No, he never swims. He tried swimming the other day and failed miserably.
Oh, 2 meters is the
You
record.
sucked. You actually suck. Not a swimmer. Too much muscle. Not enough fat. Need to get fatter, mate.
No, I think that was pretty good effort. Come on.
Stop.
My fear of swimming.
Yeah.
That's
And?
a pretty good effort.
It was okay. But he panics too much, so... Anyway, let's check out this beach while we're on the way to the little port. And hopefully we can get on the 1 p.m. boat cruise.
So they can defy flooding.
Say this part of Naxos is beautiful. Look at this little pathway you have to take to get to the port.
Hello.
Look at that.
Au plage, ce n'est pas de good signal. The signal, the internet are very
So in peak season, you gotta pre-book in advance because it gets pretty busy, and you can call them on WhatsApp and make a booking. But we just rocked up today, and because it's not peak season, so thankfully we got on board.
Να ξεκουραστείτε γιατί σήμερα έχουμε τυρί.
Look at that water, it was crazy.
Hello to all, γεια σας.
Γεια σας.
Καλημέρα, welcome to Panermos Beach. Welcome to our boat, Aegean Nikolaos. My name is Yannis. I will be your guide and our captain, also Yannis. Yannis. So, it's a 2-hour boat trip. During our trip, we are going to see 7 small different bays. And the last direction is Rina's Bay and Rina's Cave. First stop there, swimming inside the cave, tell the story, take some photos, and see what's next. Now, to tell you word about here Panermos. In Panermos and all this area, 1,000 years ago was a big civilization. And that's because Panermos is protected from the strong north wind. So the trade was fully developed. But there was a problem, the Pyra. The pirates, the people.
No, there, a pirate.
The pirates.
Και στα δικά σου.
Next year.
Big pirate.
The pirates threatened the people, and the people abandoned the place and they moved to the mainland of Naxos, to the mountains. Panermos, a Filoti village, in order to be protected. To the right, the first small bay we see here is called Aegean, a Christianical name, and that's because of the small church we see just on the right. Above Aegean, to the small hill, is located the prehistoric Acropolis of Panermos.
I can't believe
It was built 2,500 years before Christ and was the biggest grain storehouse in the Cyclades.
Lang, how are you liking it so far?
this is just, I'm actually starstruck by how blue and powerade colour it is.
Yep,
Compared to water.
beautiful.
But yeah, I've never seen scenery like this.
Yep,
That's why Greece is something special.
yeah, it's actually stunning.
How are you liking it?
Yeah, I love it. I love being on the water, surprisingly. I can't swim that well, but I don't know, there's just something about it. It brings
It's
me back to my
mesmerising,
childhood,
yeah.
yeah. Being at the beach or being on the water. So nice. So it's only €20 each for this, and it's a 2-hour trip. You get to go into 7 different grottos and you get to have a chance to swim, I think maybe 20 or 30 minutes. But €20 per person, that is so worth it for such a long journey. And he's telling us about all the neighbouring islands around as we go, which is just sick, giving us some history and rundown and telling us how many people actually live on that island over the winter time. One of them, I think he said there was 80 people during winter, and there's no electricity there, which is crazy. But so far, loving it. Still on our way to our first grotto. So all those green plants along there, that's capers.
Salty.
Whoa, that's a big chunk that came off. I feel like I've just been spending this whole trip just face down in the water.
Up to the other, no cement, like a path, and is 300 years old. The reason is to separate the finished properties and to protect them from the animals, or to guard them, especially goats. In Greek, that way of building without cement, we call it Xerolithia, translated dry stone wall.
Man, trees are so resilient. They're literally growing out from in between the rock. I'm going to say it for the millionth time. Look at the water. There is marble. It's like not as good quality marble, but that's what they used to do. That's what they used to use in the past because it was easier to access. It's the first cave there. Sick. So that there is fresh spring water coming into the ocean. There's also one over here. So we just swam into that cave. swam all the way to shore, and now we enjoyed some wine and some salad on the boat. Lang, how was your first swimming trip?
Yeah, it was good.
Are you proud of your efforts?
Not as scary as I thought it was. At the start, you just got to commit. I think I didn't want to let go of anything that floated.
Yep.
Because I don't float at all.
You did well. I'm pretty proud of you, to be honest. Good job.
That's pretty amazing. Yeah.
That's some skill. So we just finished our little boating trip experience. I 100%, 150% recommend doing that if you're here in Naxos. One, the drive is amazing. You're going through the mountains. Two, it's only 20 euro each.
That is so worth it for what you get out of it.
Three, you get to swim in the water and into a cave. I think it's called, what's it called? Rena Cave. And you get to hear about, you know, a bit of history about the different islands, the cave, the way of life of the Greeks many, many moons ago. And they're just really lovely people. Give you a little salad afterwards with some wine, which is 10 out of 10.
It's actually quite nice wine. I'm not like a massive winer person, but
it's
nice.
A local wine to Paros, made in Paros, which we just came from. But we're gonna stop at Mitatos, which is a snack bar restaurant. The guy that actually helped us when we first arrived.
It does help, because now I'm not going to that bar, or shop, which is close to the beach, which we can easily go.
Yeah.
I remembered him introducing himself.
Yes.
And now he's built a bit of a trust.
Yep. So now we want to go support
I'm persuaded.
him. Yeah, yeah. He wasn't pushy at all. So we're gonna go visit there and then head off to our next destination. But it's like already 3 o'clock. So
we're gonna go to a tavern to eat.
Yes.
A different tavern.
So a little drinky dink for now, just to freshen up. We're on our final leg of our journey. We're getting picked up at just after 11 AM today, and then we're going to go to the airport and head off to Beijing. But yeah, when we land in Beijing, looking forward to some noodles, something with some, just that Asian flavour, you know? Asian flavour, that's what I miss. Are you keen for Beijing again, for some Asian food?
Beijing almost doesn't seem like a reality at the moment.
What do you mean?
10-hour flight.
True.
Yeah.
But we've got downloaded stuff, games, charging all our things at the moment.
Hopefully goes pretty quick.
10 out of 10 would recommend bringing an actual power bank, not power bank, sorry, like the extension cords with all these. It's been an absolute game changer, just being able to charge everything at once rather than trying to find a million adapters for every single individual port. So just a hot tip for you guys. But we're gonna board soon and I'll see you in a day.
One day later.
Oh my goodness. It's the pretty one. Look. We're at Beihai Bay, which is a beautiful park here. And kind of like the top part above Tiananmen Square area. Beijing's just huge. It's actually massive.
You can't walk
You
it.
can't walk it. It's definitely not walkable.
The park is as big as some towns in Europe.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This
Crazy.
whole park is massive.
Yeah, and you just saw this massive koi.
Yeah.
But to get into the park, it's only 20 yuan, so 10 yuan each, which is nothing, considering how massive it is. And it's actually quite beautiful. Everyone's here because it's actually Golden Week
Feeding
here.
the little sparrows.
Oh, look, there's like an army of them. Oh, look at them go.
Yeah.
So we're just going to stroll around and check it out. Last time here. Wow. Oh, cute. Finished up in Beihai Bay, and I'm gonna say for that money, worth it. Worth it. 10 out of 10, massive. There's like some little temples in the center that I think you have to pay a little bit of extra money to enter. But yeah, it's cheap.
It's like $1.
Super cheap. But it's so good. I just want to show everyone the weird security system though that you have to go through. But totally worth it, and I would definitely recommend coming here if you're visiting Beijing. You want to check out a really cool park. I think usually you can do little boat rides, little paddle boats with four or more people, but it's a bit too windy today. Maybe they're just not working because it's Golden Week.
Yeah.
We're going to just explore, go for a walk around and go back to our area where we're staying and go to that same Peking duck restaurant we went to last time.
Should we order it again? Nah, maybe too much.
Maybe too much, but we'll see how we feel afterwards anyway.
I just had a little bit.
Yeah.
Not like that whole duck. That was a whole duck.
Yeah.
And it was so cheap.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe how cheap it was.
We'll see how we feel. We'll see if we work up a bit of appetite. But let's just enjoy this beautiful walk around Beijing city. Hey everyone, just wanted to say a huge thank you for following along on this Europe adventure. It's been an unforgettable trip from the bustling cities to the quiet hidden corners. Every stop has been something really special. Whether you've been here since the start or just recently subscribed, I'm so glad that you're here. Your comments, your likes, your support, it honestly means the world and keeps this little journey going. The next big trip is Japan, and this time we're heading off the beaten path. We'll be exploring more to the south of Japan, places less touristy, a little quieter, and filled with local gems. So if that sounds like your vibe, stick around, or even better, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. There's so much more to come, and I can't wait to share it with you. Thanks again for being here. See you in the next one.